Ever wondered how costs are managed in a project? Well, let's dive right into the world of project cost management. Like a well-oiled machine, project cost management ensures the smooth operation of any project. It's all about estimating, budgeting, and controlling the expenses associated with project activities and resources. Now, why is this so important? Without proper cost management, a project can quickly spiral out of control, becoming a financial black hole. But with effective cost management, we can ensure that projects are completed within the approved budget. And that's not all. It also plays a pivotal role in delivering value to stakeholders. You see, it's not just about pinching pennies. It's about making every penny count. It's about ensuring that every dollar spent contributes towards achieving the project's objectives. So buckle up as we delve deeper into this fascinating domain. Understanding the costs involved in a project helps in better planning and successful execution. The first step in cost management is cost estimation. Now that we've laid that out, let's delve into the methods of cost estimation that are commonly used in project management. Starting off with activity-based costing, or ABC, it's all about assigning costs to specific project activities based on how much resources they consume. This might include the time spent by your team, the equipment used, or other resources. It's like putting a price tag on each activity, which adds up to give you an overall cost estimation. Next up is analogous estimating. This method takes a look back at your past projects, using their data as a basis for estimating costs for similar activities in your current project. It's like saying, hey, we've done something like this before, let's use that experience to guide us. Moving on to parametric estimating. Now this one's a bit more mathematical. It uses models and algorithms to estimate costs based on relevant project parameters. These might be the size of the project, its complexity, or productivity rates. Think of it as a fancy equation where you plug in your project specifics and out pops your cost estimate. Lastly, there's expert judgment. This involves seeking input from subject matter experts or stakeholders to estimate costs. They use their knowledge and experience to provide their best guesstimate. It's like asking the wise old owl in the forest of project management. Now you may be wondering which method to use. Well, it really depends on the project. You might use one method or a combination of several. The key is to choose the method that will provide the most accurate estimate for your specific project. Remember, cost estimation isn't about predicting the future with absolute certainty. It's about making the best possible guess with the information you have. It's an art as much as it is a science. Accurate cost estimation is the foundation for effective cost management. And with that, we wrap up cost estimation. Stay tuned as we delve into the next phase, cost budgeting, in our upcoming scene. Once we have estimated the costs, the next step is to set a budget. The first major component in cost budgeting is the cost baseline. This is the original project budget against which all future costs are measured. Think of the cost baseline as your financial roadmap for the project. It's a detailed account of all the estimated costs, broken down into different categories and stages of the project. It's not set in stone, it can be revised and updated, but it serves as an important benchmark for evaluating cost performance as the project progresses. Next, we have the cost management plan. This is a key document that outlines how you will manage the project's costs. It includes the budgeting methods you'll use, the funding sources for the project, and the processes for controlling costs. The cost management plan is like your playbook for financial management on the project, providing guidelines and procedures that everyone on the team can follow. Finally, there's reserve analysis. Here's where you plan for the unexpected. In any project, there are always unforeseen events or risks that could impact costs. That's where contingency reserves come in. These are funds set aside to cover these unexpected costs. Reserve analysis involves determining how much to allocate to these reserves, based on an assessment of potential risks and their potential cost impact. All these components together create a comprehensive budget for your project. But remember, a budget is more than just a list of numbers. It's a tool for financial management and control. It helps you track where the money is going, identify any cost overruns or savings, and make informed decisions about resource allocation. And while it's important to keep a close eye on your budget, it's equally important to remember that it's just one aspect of project management. You also need to balance cost considerations with other project objectives, like quality, schedule, and scope. In essence, cost budgeting is about more than just crunching numbers. It's about making strategic decisions that contribute to the overall success of the project. Remember, a well-planned budget is not just about saving money, it's about delivering value. A well-planned budget is crucial to manage costs effectively. Now that we have a budget, it's time to control the costs. Stepping into the world of cost control, it's all about keeping a tight grip on your project's finances, ensuring that every penny is accounted for and spent wisely. One of the pillars of cost control is monitoring and tracking. This involves regularly checking the actual costs against the budgeted ones. Spotting variations and deviations early allows you to react promptly, preventing minor issues from snowballing into major budget overruns. Next up is variance analysis. Think of it as your financial detective work. By analyzing the differences between planned and actual costs, you can trace the root causes of cost overruns or underruns. Is it a supplier hiking prices unexpectedly, or maybe it's a task that's taking longer than anticipated? Whatever it is, variance analysis helps you uncover it. Now let's talk about earned value management, or EVM. This is an integrated approach that combines cost, schedule, and scope data to measure project performance. It's like having a crystal ball that helps you forecast future cost trends. By keeping a close eye on EVM, you can predict if your project is likely to finish over budget or under budget, giving you ample time to adjust your sales. Change control then steps into the spotlight. Every project is bound to experience changes, whether it's a shift in scope, schedule, or resources. Managing these changes effectively is crucial to prevent them from escalating project costs. Finally, we have the Cost Performance Index, CPI, and Schedule Performance Index, SPI. These are metrics that assess the efficiency and effectiveness of cost and schedule performance. A CPI or SPI greater than 1 indicates you're under budget or ahead of schedule, respectively. Conversely, a value less than 1 means you're over budget or behind schedule. Regular cost control is key to ensure the project stays within the budget. By employing these cost control methods, you can navigate the financial seas of your project with confidence, ensuring that every dollar is well spent and your project delivers value to its stakeholders. Understanding different types of costs is also important. Let's delve into 4 key categories. Firstly, we have direct costs. These are the costs directly tied to the project, like labor, materials, and equipment. If you're building a house, for instance, the bricks and the builder's time would be your direct costs. Next up, indirect costs. These are costs that aren't directly linked to specific project activities, but they're still necessary for project execution. Think along the lines of electricity bills or administrative costs. Then we have fixed costs. These are costs that stay the same, no matter the scale or duration of the project. Rent for your office space or salaries for permanent staff would fall under this category. Lastly, we have variable costs. These costs fluctuate depending on the activity levels of the project. The more you build, the more materials you'll need, hence the higher the cost. Knowing the types of costs helps in more accurate cost estimation and effective cost management. There are several tools available to assist in cost management. One of the most effective is cost estimation software. These tools simplify the complex process of cost estimation by using various techniques and methodologies. They can leverage historical data, apply mathematical models, and incorporate expert judgment to provide accurate and reliable cost estimates. Next, we have project management software. These platforms not only support cost budgeting, but also tracking and reporting. They often integrate with scheduling and resource management features, providing a comprehensive view of your project's financial health. This allows for better decision-making and more effective cost control. Finally, we can't overlook the humble spreadsheet. Spreadsheet applications are commonly used for creating budgets, performing cost calculations, and analyzing cost data. They are versatile, accessible, and can be easily customized to suit your project's specific needs. Effective use of cost management tools can greatly simplify the process and improve accuracy. Finally, we look at the costs over the entire life cycle of the project. Life cycle costing isn't about just today's expenses. It's a holistic view, encapsulating everything from the initial capital expenditure to the ongoing operating and maintenance costs. This brings us to the concept of total cost of ownership, or TCO. TCO is like a financial snapshot of the project's whole life. It includes the initial outlay, operating costs, and even the costs of decommissioning or disposal at the end of the project's life. Now let's consider cost-benefit analysis. This is where we weigh the potential benefits of a project against its total costs. It's a vital step in assessing the economic feasibility and viability of a project. We're essentially asking, will the benefits of this project outweigh the costs over its life cycle? Life cycle costing provides a comprehensive view of the project's financial impact. It helps us make informed decisions, ensuring the project delivers value for money over its full lifespan.